Welcome to Bricks of Norway.
Hi there, my name is Paul. Yet again, it's been a long time since my last video. But lately I've been busy with a display, this year's KlossExpo. But that was 2 weeks ago. And I haven't really done much after that. I haven't built that much, I've done some sorting. So I've been busy with other things. And I haven't really had the inspiration to making any videos either. So they have just been postponed. But today I've decided to start some recording and talk about the event, the KlossExpo 23. This is the third time this exhibition has been held, and it's my second time there. The first year I did not attend because of COVID. Last year I displayed my classic space and my modern classic space. This year it was planned to display my old classic space and my modern classic space as last year, and then some other things. Because of some misunderstanding between the one that owns the arena and the ones that were arranging the event, we got less space than what was planned. So I said that, okay, just drop my old classic space. We can do without that, because Peter, that was displaying together with me last year, is attending with his space display. And there were some others having some classic space and more modern space from the mid-80s and 90s. Usually we have a quite large train layout. I think it was about 3 by 12 meters or something, about the same size as last year. And as I'm interested in train, I displayed the train there this year. Finally finalized it. It's been in progress for many years. It's not my design. It's a mock from Rebrickable. I had a picture there, a mosaic, kind of mosaic, that I've displayed, that I shown you earlier on the video, on my first or second video, a gift for my daughter. And I had some Star Wars things there in on Star Wars room. And I brought some other space stuff. So I packed my car, well, I packed my wife's car early on Friday morning. Many things were packed in boxes already, but some things I packed that day, that morning. Then I filled up the car as I was packing things. And when I was done, about midday, the car was full. As you can see in the pictures, from floor to roof in the back. I lay down on the back seat and used all the space there, and I had a couple of boxes in the passenger seat. So the car was full. At that time I didn't know that I was not going to display the classic space, so I brought that one. And I also brought some Technic cars that was supposed to be displayed, but because of the less space than promised, the Technic cars and the old classic space went home with me on Friday night and Saturday night, so there would be less things to bring home on Sunday. I was there early, as I like to, and tried to help, but with a bad shoulder, it wasn't that easy to lift tables and carry all the things, heavy things. But I tried to help them with my left hand and not use my right arm that much. But I did use it too much on Friday, so it was quite bad on Saturday evening and night for Sunday. Luckily it was better on Sunday, but I had enough with packing down my own stuff, so I didn't help much with taking things down again. Because I wanted to save my shoulder, getting things into the car and emptying the car. But when I arrived there, as I said, I was trying to help them with arranging, putting up stuff. And after that was done, or we were waiting for things, I could start putting up my own display. And that took all afternoon, all evening. I think I left around 12:30, and I was back around a little bit before 9 next morning, finishing up the display. But I wasn't done at 10 o'clock when it was opening, so I was continuing until, well, a little bit over 10. But still, I had the things that I noticed through the whole weekend, that the things were missing. Oh, I forgot that. Oh, I forgot that. So even on Sunday, a couple of hours before taking things down, I was putting on the last details. On Friday, we had pizza in the evening together and talking, so we could talk and discuss things before continuing putting up our displays. At 10 o'clock on Saturday, a lot of people arrived, and there was a good amount of people. It was said that there was more people than on the Saturday last year. For me, it felt like it was less people. I didn't feel like it was as crowded as last year. During the day, I talked a lot to fellow AFOLs and space enthusiasts. I also drove my train, but since I had to leave my space display, I wasn't running my train that much because I needed to watch it all the time. After the exhibitions closed for Saturday, we were having an internal competition. We had a Lego pit where the children had been building things all day. And we were having a competition there. We had 45 minutes to build whatever we wanted with the bricks in the pits. My knees were hurting. I have bad knees, and my back was a bit hurting, so I couldn't really get down in the pit, sit there. So I was bending over and picking up pieces and trying to sit on my knees, but it was painful. So I didn't build much. I built a 1x3 plate, but there's something wrong with it. So I guess it's a Lepin or some Chinese knockoff. Some others have built much more, much bigger things and much more detailed than mine. After the competition, we were having a taco and enjoying each other's company, talking and eating. After that, we went to the bar at the hotel that's next to the arena, and we were having some competitions there. Just having fun and talking and having the competitions. This year I left a bit earlier than last year. I left at 11:30, so it's 1.5 earlier than last year on Saturday. On Sunday morning, I brought my 2 kids with me, so they could have a chance to look at the display exhibition before everyone else got there. So I walked around with my kids, and I did some shooting of a film of all the displays that morning. And they were waiting until just after the exhibition started, so they could see the displays that had the motions, like the Tivoli and the GBC layout. The GBC layout is much more interesting when it's functioning and not just standing there without any power. The Tivoli Carnival could easily be looked at that while it was powered off, but it was more that was also more interesting when powered on. So my wife picked up the children, and I could continue with displaying my space stuff. Less people this Sunday as it was last year. I was running the train a bit more. I was trying to walk around a little bit and talking to people and watching what other people have built. Just enjoying myself. At 4 o'clock we got the results from the competitions. And I didn't win anything this year, but that's okay. After that, we started taking down our exhibitions and started cleaning up in the arena. As I said, I wasn't helping that much because of my shoulder, so I just took down my stuff, and that took a couple of 2.5, 3 hours. So I was about the last person being finished with taking down my display together with another one. After that, I brought my car around and filled up the car and said goodbye to everyone and went home. Last year I drove straight to my external storage and emptied the car there. This year I just drove home and brought my bag inside and left everything in the car overnight. And when I sat down in the living room for 3 minutes and was getting up to help the children with something, I could hardly stand on my feet. It was so painful. Almost 3 whole days on a concrete floor is not good for your feet or your back. I went to sleep early that night, but I had to get up next morning to get the children to school. And after that, I started emptying the car so my wife could get her car back. I still haven't brought things to the external storage except for the old classic space. Some things were broken while taking things down out of display, so how to fix those. The picture I was displaying was broken when I got to the arena, and I fixed it, and when I put it up again, it fell apart again. Just not that much as after being brought there, so I just left it as that. And when I got home, I could hear a lot more bricks tumbling around inside. So I really need to fix that and make that more sturdy if I'm going to bring it anywhere or just hang it on the wall. There were a couple of displays that was a cooperation between several people, like the Tivoli and a pirate display is Captain Sabeltann, as is a well-known Norwegian pirate. That would translate to Captain Sabletooth. Well, much fun to look at. I'll have an own video with, as I did last year, with just a video me walking around and filming all the stuff. And I'll make a video for the space and for the trains, I think. I just got a bad picture of the mosaic picture I was displaying is in the background of my space layout. And I didn't take any pictures of the Star Wars things I was displaying, but there were the 2 Yodas, large Yoda figures, and the Child, and Technic version of 8080 Walker and R2D2. The versions with the programmable units that was pre-programmed with 7 programs, I think, and you were able to download an 8th one from the Lego site. Sadly, that page on the Lego site has been removed, so I haven't got that program. But I got the original ones. But I didn't power them. They were just standing. They were just displayed there. I forgot to talk about the event set. This was last year's, and Viking, built by seasons 1 of the winner of season 1 of Lego Masters here in Norway, and there's only been 1 season here in Norway. The arranger behind this exhibition is one of two of the winners in Lego Masters, and this one is built by him and his son that was on the winning team. A great Viking, and this year's event set was also built by them. And Fisherman, I guess it's brother or cousin to the Viking or something. Hasn't gotten a Viking helmet, so perhaps it's not a Viking person. I don't know. This might look a bit odd. I'm not sure if I could put this together as it should have been put together. This is the box, so you can judge for yourself if I've done it correctly with the Fisherman. Well, his son is great at building figures, and built a lot of those in Lego Masters. And it's fun to get those sets. And of course there was an event brick, Kloss23. So I have got that one together with all of my others. I got this one from one of the other that were displaying things, as I enjoyed my modern classic space layout. So I don't think you are watching, but hi Brian, and thank you very much. And it is always fun to get some recognition for your work. So it was fun. A nice gesture. It's not that common here in Norway to use tiles like this, as there is in some other events. But I guess perhaps should bring more of those to Norway as well. So I gave my brick to a couple of the others that were displaying as a token on my appreciation of their help or other things. We should probably do more of that here in Norway as well, as they are doing in other events. Overall, it was a great event. I really enjoyed myself. Had a good time with fellow AFOLs, meeting people from all around the country. And some foreigners, but lots of great displays. Some old and some new. Was there anything negative about the event? Yeah, I didn't get to talk to all the people I wanted to talk to. Or I talked not enough with them. But there will be another opportunities. So I was quite tired after the event, but it was fun and I enjoyed myself. So hopefully I'll be able to attend next time as well. So this video has taken a long time to make. The project file was corrupted, I thought, but I managed to get it back up and running so I could finish the video. But this was all for now. And remember, if you're able to help someone in need, please do. Enjoy.